Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Glad to have you guys here on Thursday, May 11th, 2023. Thank you for tuning in. Well, here's the thing. We've never seen an impasse like this before in the debt ceilings. This one is serious, guys. Quite seriously, I've never seen a time when there's less bipartisan support for anything than right now. And the Republican lawmakers, the Democratic lawmakers, are at a total impasse right now. And the Republicans, they want to see they want to see restraint in the budget, not just spending, and they want to see some sort of restraint. And there's no deal in sight. It says Biden takes debt ceiling fight to the Republican-held House district. And so he's out there and he's talking at different events that were planned about the increase in federal borrowing. But ultimately, we're not going to read about that so much. We're going to focus on this right here. It says the two sides remain at a stalemate. First I want to read this right here. It says, Biden pressed GOP lawmakers to increase the United States spending limit with no strings attached in an Oval Office meeting. And evidently it shows them in the Oval Office meeting here. And it says that Democratic leadership in Congress also attended, but remarks after the meeting, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said leaders made little progress toward the agreement. Now, they didn't say what the remarks were, but what they like to do is they like to kick the can down the road. So what they like to do is just suspend the debt ceiling for a little while. And this is what they've been used to doing. But in these remarks and stuff, I don't think they're going to be able to do that this time. Suspend. Now, an awful lot of the predictors out there are predicting 65% chance of a suspension of the debt ceiling. Right? That's what they're predicting. But from the remarks made and things, I'm not so sure if that's going to fly this time around. And of course, we all know when the date is. Just the end of this month. So we're not going to have to wait long to see how this plays out. But this time is different than other times. It has a totally different feel to it. And I know what's happened as time has progressed. They always do this dog and pony show they're doing right now. And then at the last minute, they either suspend it or put in a package or something. They do something. And we've gotten used to that. And so we've kind of forgot about the ramifications that would happen if they step over the line and the United States has to start not being able to pay their bills, basically. And so it's kind of like the kid crying wolf. Kid cries wolf, and there's no wolf. The townspeople in the end don't pay any attention to him when he cries wolf, but this time it's a real wolf. So this time might be the time, and nobody's paying any attention to it because everybody says, oh, they're just going to raise it at the last minute like they always do. Believe me, we're approaching that date. Nothing's being done, and possibly they can't come to any sort of agreement. So it says the two sides remain at stalemate over how to avoid defaulting on the United States' financial obligations. And the White House has repeatedly said that Biden is not going to budge. The president is pushing for spending negotiations to take place as a part of the annual budget and appropriations process. He says, I told congressional leaders that I'm prepared to begin a separate discussion about my budget and spending priorities, but not under the threat of a default, Biden told reporters after his remarks. Biden and the bipartisan group of congressional leaders, which included House Minority Leader Jeffries, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, are expected to meet again on Friday. Let's discuss what we need to cut and what we need to protect, what new revenue can we raise, and how to lower the deficit to put our financial house in order, Biden said in remarks after the meeting. Now that's just total impossibility. It sounds great. It says how to lower the deficit and put our financial house in order. You can't. You got over $200 trillion in unfunded liabilities. How are you going to put that in order? It'd be easier to rebuild a new moon in the sky. Anyway, moving on today, let's take a look. PacWest. PacWest has dropped 5% during the week ending on May 5th. PacWest Bank. Pacific Western Bank, I think it is. Anyway, big bank. Another one bites the dust, sort of a deal going on right here. And so what does it says? What does Cramer have to say about it? It says here, right in this quote right here, it says, we are near the end of the deposit flight. Cramer. So if he's saying that, that means we must be near the beginning of the deposit flight. If he's saying we're near the end of it. At any rate, let's just move on here and take a look at the silver price today. What we're seeing is it's down $1.01 today. I laugh at that. And of course, this is a deflationary pressure. The oil market right now is signaling like crazy that we're really going into the meat now. You know, when you eat a sandwich, you have to get through all the bread before you get to the meat. And you're not going to get that sandwich eaten until you get to the meat and you actually eat the meat. We're getting into the meat now of this deflationary event that I've talked about for years. We're in the meat of it. We're starting to get into the meat of it. And you're going to see it, really, over the next month or two. And I don't think it's going to last very long. Because it's going to get so severe, so bad, that they're going to have to open up the floodgates of money. They're not going to have any choice. And so all these games that they've been playing, it's going to end. It's all going to end. And we're going to go back to more cheap, easy money again. Nobody out there has got the political will to even approaching Paul Volcker. Oh, I'm going to tell you guys, did you see that pop-up thing? My email box has just been flooded the last few days with scammers. Oodles of them. Millions of them. Anyway, different subject. But back to what we're talking about here. Here we go. Silver's down $1.03. So we're in the middle of this deflationary event right now. And this is what's causing things like silver and gold and causing the dollar to go up, and it's causing silver and gold to go down. It's causing cryptocurrencies to go down. It's putting extreme pressure on cryptocurrencies to the downside. And it's putting the oil price down just before we're getting ready to go into a commodity cycle. A massive, the biggest commodity cycle we've ever seen, getting ready to come. When they go back to printing again. And what does that mean for you guys? If you guys have hoarded silver, gold, cryptocurrencies, and things like that, you're going to see the biggest bull market you've ever seen in your life. But just before that starts, we're going to be on this front edge of it right here, while the Fed has done their tightening cycle and everything else, and raised interest rates, and they've caused and stimulated this deflationary event that's occurring right now that's going to force them to change. And you guys got to watch and see it happen. Just sit back, get your popcorn, and watch this happen. Because it's starting to happen right now in real time. Of course, you're seeing, but see, now with silver and gold and stuff, you know, some of you guys out there, you're holding. You've been hodling silver for a long time. You're seeing the prices go down. And you're like, hey, you know what? You're not going to take a loss on this stuff if you don't sell while the prices are down. Wait. Just got to be patient. A little while longer till we get through this deflationary event. On the other side of this is finally the rainbow. You know? Anyway, so let's take a look at cryptocurrencies today, and we're seeing the same thing. 1126. We're seeing Bitcoin down to 27,180, almost down 26,000. Ethereum at 1803. Now the Dow Jones Industrial Average today is down 253 points. And it's at 33,277. But what I wanted to show you guys is, look at oil. Just today alone, it's down $1.76. Has any market out there, oil would go up right now? It should be going up by all metrics. The oil price should be going up, but it's going down. And this is because oil right now is signaling an incoming recession. It's a better signaler even than the Dow Jones is. It's signaling it. It's bonds and rates today. We're looking at falling yields on the long end of the yield curve today. We're looking at a 10-year at 3.38. It's down 4.8 basis points. And we're looking at a 30-year at 3.75, down 4.5 basis points. We got a massive inversion in the yield curve. Look at this 3-month, 5.21. 5.5 on the 1 month. 5.5% on the 1 month. 3.7% on the 30-year. Okay, now for the dollar index today, and we're seeing the dollar go up today. It's going up. It's at 102.3. Thank you guys for listening to my show. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode. And you guys have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.